Okay, 9 o'clock. Let's get going. Let's get crafty. Welcome to Creations by Karen. Today we are going to make an Easter wreath. This Easter wreath. Right? This Easter wreath. We're going to make this morning. Yay! So I'm going to shut my heater off so I don't hear it. Good morning, Stacy. Okay, so we're going to get going because it takes a few minutes to make it. And I know I said I wasn't going to be here today, but my plans unfortunately changed, a little bit postponed, and so, you know, here I am. Good morning. Saying 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Wow, that's early. Welcome. It's early for you, Carrie. Glad you're here. Okay. We're going to get going. So, we're going to make this Easter wreath. I think this one's Heather's, right? So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need some mesh, and you can get these rolls of mesh at, I believe Dollarama has them. And you're going to need 3 blue, 3 yellow, 3 pink, 3 purple, and 3 green. Okay, so there's a lot of mesh that's going into this wreath, but it's going to look good. So go ahead and make those. I'm just going to throw those on the floor. You're going to need a 14-inch wreath frame. I got this at Dollar Tree, $1.25, and it's like 14. It's got 4 rungs on it. It's got 6 different sections on it. I made a bow. This bow that I made to put on it. I needed a sign that I was going to put on it, and I'm going to use this one that I got at Dollarama, I believe. It was $2. Nope, $2.50. $2.50. It's cute, right? And then, you know me, because I like to finish the back, so I'm going to either put a blue one or a green. And these are placemats, and you can get these anywhere. I got these ones at Walmart. Good morning, Jackie. Some small little rubber bands. I got these at Dollarama or Dollar Tree for $1.25 for 500. Lots of those. And we're going to need Chanel stems. I'm going to use pink. And I'm going to use my Bodabra. And I'm going to need something to cut my Chanel stems with. Some small, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Some small, what do they call these? I forget the name. Or you can use aviation snips. Wire or something. And that's just to make it. And I'm going to use my Bodabra. Okay? So, I have cut my mesh that I'm going to be using to show you how to do the roll for these. And I did cut them in 10-inch pieces. Okay, so there's my 10 inches. This is 0, this is 10. And I've cut all of them. And it took a while. And I used my wood burner. Right? But I want to show you what I bought. Just kind of exciting. So you don't know, if you don't have a wood burner, you certainly can use scissors to cut your mesh. But if you're cutting this mesh, especially if you get it from a dollar store, it will fray like mad, right? So you want to make sure that you use a wood burner to cut the mesh. It seals it because it's got a lot of plastic in it, right? And so when you're cutting mesh, make sure you protect your nose and mouth because it can be toxic to you and also your pets. But if you don't have a wood burner, I bought this rotary cutter. Haven't tried it out yet. Maybe I'll do that one day this week. Try it out. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Pam. Okay, so you're going to get all of your mesh that you're going to... I'm going to show you how to make 2 of these because I've already done them because it would take a ridiculous amount of time to go ahead and make them. So you have your Bodabra. I'll just put this bow away. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So just take your piece of mesh that's 10 inches long, 6 inches wide, and you're just going to roll it up. And it doesn't matter what one you start with because I think it's important to change it up so it's not all the same. So you've just rolled it up like this. Well, all your shelves are fully stocked today, aren't they? I think I might have an addiction. Okay, so there's rolled up. And just slip it into your Bodabra like that, right? Then take your next color, which is going to be yellow for me, because it's the next one handy, and just roll it up. Like this, and place it in your Bodabra. I know, I got a ribbon thing happening right now. Take the next color, just roll it up. And there's nothing to making these, it's just time. Right, and place it in your Bodabra. I need a purple. Place it down and roll it up. Okay, and then just place it down into your Bodabra. And blue. Right, so I mean, you don't have to use all of these colors. It's just, I like the way it looked when I put it together, so that's why I'm using all these colors. Okay, so there's my blue. So I have 5 different colors that are going in this, and that looks awesome. Then I just take my, well, I call them petals, take them out like this, and place a chenille stem around them. And I like to turn them up so they look like they're even, and I just twist my chenille stem, and it looks like this. Okay? You good? You want to see it again? Give me a thumbs up if you want to see this again. Good morning, Annie. Okay, so I'm going to start with green because it's first thing, and you don't, like I said, it doesn't have to be in any order. You just have to have one in each color. 2, just roll it up. Perfect, perfect. All right, here we go. Place it in. So I've got that done. I'm only going to do 2 of these for you. And then blue, roll it up. You can do this while you're watching TV or whatever, right? Blue's done. Purple, I'll do purple next. Good morning, Bonnie. Place it in. Pink. Place it in. There we go. And yellow. And roll it up. Just like that. Okay, so once you have all your mesh rolled and put in your Bodabra, you don't have to use a Bodabra. Nifty tool, right? Just bring them up, take your chenille stem, come around the middle. I like to turn them up so they can know that they're all even. Make sure your pipe cleaner's good too. Will a clamp work if you don't have a Bodabra? Yes, you can. And another thing that I did was I had these clips, Mary, and you can use clips. You can use whatever you want. Yep. Find your own way. Just like that. Okay? So that's what they look like. And you're going to need, okay, so let's see. This is my wreath form. I'm going to put 5 in each, right? 5 in each of these sections. So I'm going to need 30, right? 5 times 6, 36, 35, I don't know. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. I need 30. That's a lot of mesh, but we're good. We're good to go. Good morning, Lisa Lou. Good morning, Carla. Right? I'm just going to clamp this because it'll tip over and I'll lose them. Right? 30. Thank you, Annie. Math was never my strong suit. Scrolling up here for a second. Good morning, Fort. Happy birthday, Fort. Everybody say, Fort, happy birthday. I wish I could be there with you, celebrating today. Oh. Everybody say happy birthday to Fort. Big birthday. Okay. All right, we're going to take this chenille stem, and I'm going to place it around the 2 middle rungs like this. Okay? So you're just going to place it there, and you're just going to twist it. And I like to twist the mesh like that, and that makes it nice and secure. And then just move it to the end, scrolling down, right? Perfect. Okay. Yeah, fourth. Yeah, it's his birthday. It's supposed to be there, celebrating with them. Fourth, yeah. Okay, place your next one in, and we're going to go all the way around and put all of these in. Right, so I just hold the back, and I actually twist, oops, that one came off, twist the bunch of mesh. Alright, now once you get a few of these in, you can't do it this way because you get lost with room, but this works good. Aww, look at all you people. Thank you for wishing him a happy birthday. Yes, they kind of gotten a little bit of a COVID issue going on in Thunder Bay, so I couldn't go visit them, which is sad. I was looking forward to it. Yep, it's COVID. I'm not happy about COVID. I'm just going to take my bucket here of ones I've already made up, and I'll place them in. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can fast forward, because it's going to take a while to put all these in. Thank you very much for wishing him happy birthday. Yep. There we go. So like I said, when I was putting the mesh, or the mesh in, I didn't want them all to be the same. Start off with, so if you had them all the same, they would be all consistently the same colors. And because I've changed up the mesh when I was putting them in the Bodabra, it stopped it from looking all the same. I'm sure you'll make it up to see them. Yes, I will. Once things settle down up there. So I'm going to put 5 of these in each section, and once I get 5 in, I'll cut them all off. All the Chanel stem extras. Yep. So we have really low numbers of COVID here in London, and they have a lot more. And I couldn't really justify going to a lockdown from an orange, right? As much as I wanted to, I couldn't do it. So what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is my last one going in. I will. I'll make it up to him somehow. It's not the same when it's not your birthday, though. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these ones off because we've got 5 in. And I'm, of course, going to put a back on this because it looks finished then. Yes, I know. Gotta be safe. Still. It's his birthday. Alright. Here we go. 5 in. Alright, so I have 1 section done and I have 5 more to go. So we're just going to keep going with this. Put these in. You can put them in anywhere you want. Yeah, so this does take a bit of time putting all these. It takes a bit of time making them. It probably took, by the time I cut them, all the mesh, and roll them up, that probably took a good couple of hours. And happy retirement to me. Yeah, well, thank you, Annie. So, my last full-time shift at the hospital was Wednesday with Dr. Ott. Well, Thursday, but Wednesday, my clinic with Dr. Ott. Bittersweet, I guess. I very much enjoyed my job, but it was time. So I have still a study that I'm running up at the north end of the city at UH, but I'm going to only work a couple of days a week until that's all done. And then this girl is going to be completely retired. And I'll be crafting a lot, I anticipate. Some people said, oh, was it a snap decision? No, it wasn't. It was just time. I have lots to do. All the things you want to do and never seem to have time to do it. Now I can, hopefully. So just keep going ahead and putting these in. Yes, you'll still get to see me, Lisa. We'll make time for each other, I think. Not for, it won't be so too much longer, probably, I'm going to say at the most September. But 2 days a week is better than 5 or whatever. We will miss you. I will miss you too, Annie. Yep. And we're always going to be around. Well, for a while anyway. Always just call when you're coming to town and you can have coffee. Okay, so I think that's 5 because it feels like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, cut them off. And it doesn't matter what color of Chanel stems you put on the back of them. Just as long as they're secure. Looks like you're stocking up on. Well, yes, okay, yes, there's a lot of supplies. I just got in rearranging things. So, my basement, I like to call it Craft Central because it's just, all that's down here is a washer, a dryer, and crafts. And I don't live in a large house, it's a small home, but it's perfect just for me. But I'm trying to make some kind of semblance of all my stuff. So I just kind of are rearranging things. But yes, I do have a lot of stuff, craft stuff. So you just keep going around and around. And you're putting these on this, the middle 2 rungs. There we go. It's 2. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. So when you're making a wreath, it doesn't matter what colors you use if you don't have these colors. I'll miss you too, Heather. Oh, close though. The hospital. When you go to the hospital, just stop in. Say hi. You'll see me on Sundays. Not going anywhere. Just home. So when you're putting these in the back, you're just twisting the Chanel stem 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4 times just to secure it onto your rung. So just put it in. So once you get to the end of your section, you can tell that's how many you have in because it gets kind of snug. Pop in and around the 11th. Okay. All right. Sounds good, Heather. Okay, so let's just cut these off. So I cut them off as for each section I'm putting in, and that just works for me. You can do it any way you want. You can put them all in and then cut them off, but I found if I didn't cut them off, I kind of got hung up on other ones, right? So that's why I cut them off as I'm going along. And like I said, you don't have to turn these down because we are going to put it back on it. Okay, so half of it's done. So that's what it looks like, halfway done. Very colorful, right? And then we're going to kind of fluff these out once we get it all finished before we put the sign on it. Anyways, going forward, put this down, just snug them down. And then push it up so you can put your next one in. Push it down, snug them up. How we doing, guys? 9:21. We're doing good. Okay. Push it up. This is 3. Almost to the end of this bracket. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Snug them together. Place it down. So I was sitting here yesterday and I was thinking about what I would do for next week. So I'm thinking I have a lot of stuff, because I went through my whole basement and Craft Central and looking at all the different stuff that I have, and I have a lot of wreaths that I made last year that I'd made for craft shows and stuff, and of course craft shows didn't happen. So I think next Sunday we'll have a oh dear. Oh dear. I'm just reading your post. Hang on a second. Let me scroll up. I don't know what that says. Jackie. Oh, yeah, because you're in England. Yeah. When the weather gets nice, it'll be the sure time for us to figure out how things are going, right? But when you're outside, I still think you need to be protected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this one's done. Yeah, so people are sort of ignoring the safety warnings. We could go into third waves, but I'm just hoping that's not going to happen. Just be safe there, Jackie. You love the wreath. Thanks. Yes? It's cute. It's so cute. So what do you guys think? Do you want me to do a sale next Sunday on all my overstock at reduced prices? Because I want to get rid of them. So basically, they'll be way cheaper. So all of the wreaths that I made in 2020, I think I'll put on sale that I have. And basically what will happen is I'll hold up the wreath. There's a lot of them that are just one, that I just have one. Good morning, Brenda. You got up late. Okay, I just have one, so I think what I'll do is the first person that says yes please or whatever, you got it. So of course if you don't live in my area and I have to ship it, I have to add shipping to that, and I've got a new person for shipping, so hopefully it's not going to be too expensive. But if you live in the area, you can just pick it up. What do you think? Is that a good idea, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Jerry. All right. Okay, because it's spring. It's almost spring. Spring, spring, spring. Heather needs more. Okay. All right. Okay. Then that's what we'll do. Next Sunday, we will do a sale. So for all of you people that are on my Facebook page, you are going to get a deal. So I got 3. Got to put 2 more in this one. Yeah. I think I'll have, I have some new, do you guys want to see some new stock as well? Or do you just want to see last year's overstock? You guys can decide and let me know. Because I do a lot of wreaths that I don't I don't do tutorials on, just because they take too long. And I have done them. So, because all my craft shows were spring ones, have kind of gone to the both. Okay. Spring craft shows have gone to the not happy. So, but I think when we go into yellow, I think I'm going to start up workshops again. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to do workshops. So I'm a member of the Army Navy Veterans Club, and so I can do workshops there that I can have quite a few people, or I can do workshops at my home where I have limited space. So I think once we go yellow, I'm not going to do it till we go yellow, I'll start workshops again. You're still going to have to wear a mask and stuff, but it's going to be, but I can't do it until we go yellow. That's what I'm thinking. For those of you that are not from Ontario, Canada, we are color-coded according to the number of COVID cases that we have. So Fort lives in Thunder Bay, and they've gone gray, locked down, because they've got a ridiculous amount of COVID up there for their population. Hence the reason I'm not in Thunder Bay this weekend. And then it's red, which is next to lockdown. And then there's orange. That's what we are now, because we went from red to orange. I think we probably could have gone to yellow, but I think just to be safe, we've gone to orange, and then yellow, and then green. So I think when we hit yellow, I'll start up workshops again. 1, 2, and I'll post those. Give you guys lots of time, because I have to order a lot of the stuff in. Like if we're going to do it on a Unique in the Creek board, I need to order Unique in the Creek boards. So, okay. Yes, please, both. Both is fine. Okay, I'll do both. So I'll do some of last year's overstock next Sunday, and also some new stuff. All right. Be nice for Easter. They'd make good Easter gifts, I think. Hey, we're almost there, guys. Just a couple more. So once you get into the bottom of it, it becomes quite snug. Just place your bunch of mesh in, bring it down. It's pretty, right? I know. I really like the colors of these. It's so cheerful and bright. Yeah. I like it. And last one. Okay. Last one going in. forgot to cut my Chanel stems off, so I'll do that now. Alright, so I've got all these Chanel stems that I have to clip off. Alright, so just clip them off. We're going to yellow in here in Perth. Yeah, that's good. Good for you, Jerry. Just keep safe, my friend. Wear your mask. It's going to be a while before things are back to normal, whatever the new normal is. So we're going around and we're clipping these off. And there we go. Okay. Like I said, you don't have to worry about turning these down. I do just because of habit. Alright. So there's what my wreath looks like so far. Okay? Pretty, pretty, pretty. So you can kind of go around and sort of just play with it a little bit to make sure everything's covered up. You don't see the wreath form. And there's quite a bit of mesh in here, but that's what you want to make it nice and bright. I like it. And yes, there's still a little bit of fray, and I will go around and cut all that off afterwards. Right? Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is put a hanger on it, right? Because we're going to hang it on something. So I got a Chanel stem. And I just made about a 1.5 to 2 inch loop. Turn your wreath over, find a bracket, doesn't matter where it is. Yep, this looks fine. So I just come into the back, like this. And what I like to do is come right through it, like that, and then come around the bar again. So pretty, yeah, it is pretty. Okay, come around the bar, give it a twist, and then clip it off. Alright? So there's where we're at. Got a hanger on it. Hopefully we'll all continue to move forward and that people don't get careless so that zones have moved backwards. We are in orange at midnight. Yay! Okay. So there's our wreath that we've got. So now we're going to put, I think we're going to put the Easter bunny on it. So I did get this at the Dollarama. It was $2.50, I think. Yeah, $2.50. And I do have a blue Chanel stem. I have so many colors. Okay, let's see how this flower on the top of his head is blue. That's why I have a blue Chanel stem. So I'm sticking this through like that. So you can't really see it. And I give it a good twist. Okay? Bunny. Happy Easter. So then I come to the back of my wreath form, and I know that I want to have it sort of centered in it. So I'm going to come down to this bottom rung, this one here. So there's 4 rungs. I'm placing it on this bottom one. And I just take my Chanel stem and I go around both sides of that bar. One on one side and one on the other. Okay, so it looks kind of like this. So the bunny is sitting right there. Alright, now you don't want to make it too tight, but you want to make it to the point where it's not going to move around too much. And you just snug it up at the back, and I'll show you what that I've done in a second. Okay, so I've just affixed my Chanel stem to the back, like right here. Okay, so my bunny is sitting up nice. Okay, so if you make it too tight, it'll squish down like this, and you don't want that because the top will be down and the bottom will pop up. Right? So I'm just going to cut this off. So we got our bunny on. And I'm not putting anything in the bottom, just on the top. You don't need to put anything in the bottom. It sits there just fine. Now I want my bow to sort of be off center. So I don't want to put my bow right up here. I'm just going to move maybe one of these down a little bit. So it looks like that. And I want my bow to be over here, okay? So I'm just going to find the spot where I want to place my bow. And I've got a chenille stem here. And I'm just going to come through between one of my sets of mesh, stick it down, make sure you're across a couple of bars, find it on the back like this, make sure it's where you want it so it's not covering too much. I don't want it to cover up his head, right? So I might use the outside too. Because I don't want to cover its head. Alright? So once you decide where you want it, and it's not going to go anywhere, guys, because you've got too much mesh in there. Put it in and clip it off. Don't worry about where it's sitting right at the moment. We'll fix it. Okay? And then just turn it and fluff it out. So cute. It's so cute. I really, really think it's adorable. I'm going to make one for my door. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah. There's what we're looking at, guys. What do you think? Yes? Awesome. He's cute. So cute. Very adorable. Okay. So, because, you know, I have a little bit of issue about things being finished, I am going to put a back on it. So what do you think? Do you think we should go blue, or do you think we should go green? Which one? Blue or green, do you think? I kind of like the blue. What do you guys want? Blue or green? Let me see. Okay. Blue it is. So these are just placemats. And you can get them at Dollarama, Dollar Tree. I got these ones at Walmart just because they had them and I was there this morning. So I'm going to take some tie wraps to affix my back onto it. And if you did this one of these and you're doing it for yourself, you don't have to put a back on it. But I think it looks finished when you have a back. And that's why I do it. So you make 2 holes in your placemat and you just feed the tie wrap through the back rung, the top rung, and feed it through your placemat, which can be a challenge, but hey, it is what it is, right? So you come in through the placemat and you come down again. And you only have to put like 4 of these on just to keep it secure. So once you have it through, you're just going to snug it up. Needle nose pliers. That's what these are. Needle nose pliers. Okay, so I've got that one down. Just going to clip it off. Blue, blue. I love the placemats. I use them all the time for the backs of my wreaths. Perfect, Donna. Yep, they work good. Yeah, these placemats are good. So I'm going to put another one on the other side of my hanger that I have. Only because I want it not to move. So, come in at the top rung, come through one hole, like that, come through another hole, and just place it through and snug it up. Take your needle nose pliers, what have I done with, oh, it's right here. Needle nose pliers and snug it up. There we go, and cut it off. Now I always like to go to the bottom. Oh, I love the place, yep. Okay, so you gotta place this down. You want it to be pretty centered. Find the bottom where you want to place your tie wrap. I know there's a rung here, so I'm going to go right here. And I like to keep my needle nose pliers in there till I actually get this through the bottom, so then I don't have to worry about it where it is, right? So come in. Come through again. And snug it up. Just like this, right? Snug it up. You're not going to see this placemat, but it protects doors, right? And just makes your wreath look finished. And that's key. Alright, so it's the top. Here's the bottom. I want to go into the middle. Over here, 2 holes. Feed my tie wrap through. Come in through the bottom. Come through this one here. And you're not going to see these, guys. Like, it just makes things look finished. And I think that's important. Like if you're doing this for your own door, you don't want to put the placemat on, you don't have to put it on. But even if I was making it for me, I would finish the back. But that's just me. Not those colors for the bridesmaids dressed as Pam. Okay. Alright, so I've got my top and my bottom. So I'm coming over here, make my 2 holes. You don't have to use placemats if you have big pieces of felt or foam. You can use that. I just like the placemats. Just my preference. That doesn't mean much. So when you're making stuff for yourself, you just make it the way you want it, right? You're your own judge. Nobody's going to care but you. Alright, got to put my hole again here. Lost it. This in here. Alright. There, oh my, I had it and it went. Okay. Oh dear. I'm going to go here. Okay. Alright, so it's my last one. Just place it in. Snug it up. Oops. There we go. Snug it up. And that way your back looks finished. Not going to hurt anybody's door. Everything looks good. You're not going to see that placemat, okay? So this is what you got. Okay? Just adjust it. Fluff out your bow, because you made it flat when you were doing the back. Just fluff your bow out. There we go. And that, my friends, is your Easter wreath. The first of a few that we're going to be doing. There we go. What do you think? Thumbs up? Okay, Heather, you can choose between one with a green back. They are both the same, Heather. So you can choose the blue back one or the green back one. Whichever one you want. Just tell me which one, Heather, and I'll make sure I put it aside for you. So let me know. Your daughter Kaylin is watching and she's, oh, I'm glad. Hi, Kaylin. All right, let me scroll up to see your comments here. If I missed anybody, happy wreath. Yeah, perfect. Love it. Good. That's awesome, guys. Okay. So that's it for today. I think we'll try to do a $10 Tuesday this week. That'll be 7 o'clock on Tuesday evening. Make sure you stop in and say hi for that. And then next Sunday, we're not going to make a wreath. We're not even going to do a craft. We're going to have an online sale. So I'm going to go through all of my wreaths that I had made for 2020 that didn't get to craft shows. And I'm going to put them on sale because I got to move them out because I got to make room for the new stuff. All right? And so until then, guys, have a great, great day today, and until I see you on Tuesday, love you all. Have a good one. Bye now.